Guys, I've been playing a game called Insurgency Sandstorm recently, and I gotta say, it's awesome. Now, listen. Alright, I know this game's been out for a while, and I've had it since 2018. In fact, it was gifted to me, but I just really haven't gotten into the game until recently. I've been playing it a lot. Now, if you're planning on this video being a review, or just like, oh, this game's amazing, everyone should go out and play it, this video is probably not for you, because this is not a review, and I'm not going to tell everyone to go out and play it, even though I think people should go out and play it. I guess I kind of just said everyone should go out and play it. Now, what we are going to be talking about in this video is the gameplay, the graphics, and I don't know, stuff that I like about the game. Now, let's talk about the graphics first. The graphics are amazing, especially for not a AAA multi-million-dollar game. The graphics are incredible in my opinion. So I'm just going to play some clips right now with the audio, and you're just going to, take in the graphics and really just indulge your eyes on the textures.
Where the hell is the commander?
Good to go.
Where's the commander? I can get the fire.
I mean, you could even say that those graphics were
Breathtaking.
on top of the graphics. The game has great sound design and animations, which make it even better. I mean, just look at these sounds and listen to these animations.
Are we good to go?
I mean, if those aren't top tier, then I don't know what is. Anyways, let's move on to the gunplay. The guns, every single gun in this game feels really good to use, and they all feel different. Some have high recoil, some have low recoil. You get a bunch of attachments that you can put on the gun to change how the gun works. So you could have a really high recoil gun, maybe you put on an attachment and then it's lower recoil and easier to control. But the LMGs, they're kind of useless, honestly, in my opinion. They just, they have a ton of recoil, and the only way to get rid of some of that recoil is to get a bipod. You have to get a bipod on it to reduce the recoil, or lay down. So if you have a bipod, you have to be attached to something like a window or like, some sort of cover, or you gotta lay down, and I usually don't do either of those, so the LMGs they're just kind of not my style. I mean, I don't really know what else to say, but all the guns feel like really good. The assault rifles, the SMGs, the snipers and marksman rifles. I was gonna say LMGs, but I don't really use those. And it might just be me, but this kind of goes with every game. I just like putting suppressors on my weapons because it makes a weapon sound cool, in my opinion. There's, it could usually suppressors kind of had negative effects on your weapons. They just make it a little bit quieter, but I don't know, something about suppressors that they just make shooting sound better, I guess. Also, sniper rifles are extremely satisfying in this game, more so than other games, because of the sounds, and headshots are super satisfying. Do you want to know why? I'm sure you do. Watch this clip and you'll figure out why. Now, that was just sniping. I don't actually think I have a headshot recorded, which is kind of disappointing. I couldn't find one. So let's just say when you shoot someone in the head in this game, their head cracks open. So the gunplay or gameplay, whatever you want to call it, is top tier, along with the graphics, sound effects, and animations. Now, what can you do in this game, you might ask? Well, there's multiple modes. There's also PvE and PvP content. So if you want to play PvP matches, it's basically like I would say more realistic Battlefield or more hardcore Battlefield kind of gameplay, I would say. Without vehicles, I don't think there is vehicles, though you can be a commander, and when you're a commander you can call in like airstrikes and stuff if there's observers near you. I gotta say though, I haven't played much of the PvP, so I can't really rate it out of anything or say this is what's bad about it and this is what's good about it, because I don't really play it. I mostly play the co-op mode, which the co-op mode has 3 different types of games. They're all 3 kind of similar, just with different changes and stuff. So the first one is basically regular co-op, where you got to attack and defend objectives as you're moving along the map, and new parts of the map unlock while you're capturing or blowing up or defending objectives. The other mode is exactly the same as that, except for there's absolutely no HUD, and when you die you can't respawn as your class. You respawn with a bare bones sniper rifle, not even a scope on your gun, and you have to find weapons or find like an ammo cache thing to get your loadout. And then the third mode is called Frenzy, and it's basically all the enemies have knives and suicide vest, and you have to do the objectives like blow things up, capture the flags, defend the bases or whatever, while trying to survive huge hordes of enemies with knives, machetes, and suicide vests. And I gotta say, Frenzy is super difficult but pretty fun. It's kind of like a zombies mode, except for the zombies can throw molotovs and wear suicide vests. Now the other 2 modes are basically the same thing, except for like people running at you with knives and molotovs. They actually have guns and they'll shoot at you, and you might just think, oh well, it's gonna get boring and stuff like that, and why wouldn't you want to play PvP to get a real experience? And I gotta tell you what, this game has great AI in my opinion. Okay, it's not a walk in the park to complete these co-op missions. Like, they are actually difficult. Like, once I shot an enemy and he laid down and I thought he was dead, but he wasn't. He was laying down, and then he shot me and killed me, and then our whole team ended up dying to that guy because they walked over there and they were killing enemies and they didn't notice that he was laying down, and he just sprayed all my teammates and we lost the mission. Now, I could say that they need more variety in the modes. Most of the modes are just kind of a capture this, defend this type of thing. So they could definitely use like more variety in the mission types, but the ones that they have are just they're good, they're fun. They don't really get repetitive in my opinion. Now let's talk about maps. Pretty much all the maps look really good, alright, and the map design for the most part is pretty good, except for some certain things that are just really weird in the maps. Like, sometimes there's a random invisible wall where you think you can go, and I don't know if that's just because that part of the map hasn't unlocked yet, but there's like some good positions that you could get to shoot at the enemies, and it just says restricted area, and if you stay in the restricted area too long, your weapon gets put down and you can't shoot at anyone, so you're guaranteed to die if you stay in there. And some of these are like great positions, and they look like they're in the area that you should be able to go. Now, this is only one map that I had this problem with, where the map just seemed unfinished. Like, they didn't go in and complete the level. They didn't put all the floors in there or something, because there's like this nuclear power plant or whatever. I don't know what this thing is. But there was a stairs going up and a platform going around it, and I was walking, and all of a sudden the platform just stops and I fall. Half of the platform is missing. But for the most part, maps and level design is just great. Now, like every other game in this genre, like shooter, multiplayer kind of games, there's a leveling system, but in this game, I think it's lacking. From rank 1 to 20, you actually unlock like new classes that you can pick and kind of unlock new weapons to use, but as soon as you hit rank 20, from rank 20 to whatever the max rank is, it's just cosmetics. You're basically getting points to then spend on cosmetics, and it's not like you're unlocking cosmetics themselves. You're unlocking points to spend on any cosmetic that you want. So once you get enough points and you get the stuff for the character that you want, most of the leveling up stuff is just kind of pointless, and most of the cosmetics don't really look that different from each other, so I just don't really care about it. That's really the only part of the game that I can say is kind of mediocre. Now, this game's been out since 2018 on Steam, and it's been getting updates ever since 2018, and they just keep giving new and new updates. The recent update that they did was Nightfall, and they added some night missions and stuff, or night maps, I should say, not missions. And all these new updates that keep coming out and they keep giving us is free, so that's another plus for the game. And if you were watching this video and you thought, wow, this game kind of looks cool, it kind of, wow, the graphics are great, the sound design is great, the maps are great, just, wow, this game looks pretty good. It's only $30 right now on Steam, and probably like $20 when it's on sale. So if you think that you're gonna like it, I would say give it a try, because I think it's pretty good. And if you go, wow, this guy's a super fan, can we really trust him? I'm not a super fan, okay? I just started playing this game like a couple days ago. By play, I mean like put hours into it. I played it before, but it was only for like an hour or two, and then for the past couple days I put around like 20 hours into the game. So anyways, that's all I got to say for this video. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, leave a comment below, tell me what you guys think about this video and what you think about this game. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because you want to be subscribed, and I will see you guys next time.